Dave Simon and his co-hosts are completing the remaining finishing touches for tonight's episode. If you are watching the replay, you can skip to the 4-minute and 54-second mark to get to Dave's intro. While you are waiting, watching live, take a look at the news and articles about pro wrestling and MMA from The Authority, the Ringside Report Network. Our website is at ringsidereport.net. That's ringsidereport.net.
Please wait. Hold on. Keep waiting. Almost done. 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 Subscriber is speaking at the moment. Subscriber is speaking at the moment. Subscriber is speaking at the moment. Please wait. Hold on. Keep waiting. Almost done. 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 Subscriber is speaking at the moment. Subscriber is speaking at the moment. Subscriber is speaking at the moment.
Welcome to today's broadcast from the Ringside Report Network. We are a viewer and listener-supported creative team. We would really appreciate it if you became a recurring supporter at membership.ringsidereport.net. While you are waiting, watching live, take a look at the news and articles about pro wrestling and MMA, and while there, check out our exclusive merch, including great jiu-jitsu gear from the Ringside Report Network. Our website is at ringsidereport.net. It's ringsidereport.net.
Subscriber is speaking at the moment.
Hey. CM Punk, your new world champion. Chelsea Green wins the U.S. title on SmackDown, and the John Cena tournament begins. We're here. Welcome. We have just seen SmackDown. This is Wrestling Uncensored on the Ringside Report Network. Like and subscribe if you have not already. Join the team. Become a friend. Join.ringsidereport.net. Johnny North not with us tonight. He's out wrestling in Sudbury, Ontario for Project X Wrestling. Good luck to Big Johnny tonight. Big Genesis, as he's known.
The champ.
In some parts. He is our champion. He's my favorite wrestler. And he's out doing his thing tonight, so he is not here. Subbing in.
Hey.
My brother, the Brothers of Destruction, are in for Wrestling Uncensored tonight. We watched SmackDown together. We're getting ready for Survivor Series. We got tickets to SmackDown and Saturday night's main event coming to our hometown of Montreal.
SNME. It's to me.
Got this when they had Elimination Chamber here.
Our first ever SNME.
First ever SNME. Saturday night's main event.
That's right.
SNME. Yeah, that's cool. They announced that last week during Saturday night's main event. We're going to talk about Saturday night's main event and everything that went down there. A couple new champions crowned. One surprise. Were you here with me last week? Or no, Johnny was here.
I believe
and Johnny
you
and
called
I
it for Jey Uso.
We called it for Jey Uso, yeah. We thought Jey Uso would win last week, and he did not, which was quite a surprise, and I would even say a pleasant surprise, because CM Punk now is the world champion on top as the top babyface on Raw with the belt.
Which is nice.
Which is cool. I like it. I mean, you look at the landscape of Monday Night Raw and who is on that show, and you want to pick top babyface, he is the best choice, I would say. LA Knight is an option. Jey Uso is an option. Some would even say AJ Styles or Dominic Mysterio could be options. You know, Braun Breaker, I think, you know, right now he's positioned as a heel, but the crowd likes him.
Yeah.
He could be an option as the top babyface at some point. I think he will be the top babyface.
If they position him the right way.
He could be the top babyface in all of the WWE in, 3 to 5 years.
Dominic connects with a lot of people.
People really like Dirty Dom.
You know, like, makes you wonder what his ceiling is, as far as the card. You never know.
Yeah.
You know, like, is it too much to say, like, they might consider him, like, a potential main eventer, like, one day?
I don't think it is too much to say that.
I mean, he's getting one of Cena's last matches.
Is that match happening?
I mean,
there's the rumor that Cena will wrestle Dominic for the Intercontinental title at, Survivor Series?
I think so.
That'd be a big match. Yeah.
A lot of options.
I think people have a lot of hopes in Dominic Mysterio, and you can see the crowd reactions now. People very much behind Dirty Dom. They're singing Dirty, Dirty Dom, Dirty, Dirty Dom every time he goes out there.
Yeah.
It's interesting. I mean, I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility that we see a main event of WrestleMania at some point being Dirty Dom versus Bron Breaker.
Yeah, versus Cody.
Or, Dirty Dom versus MJF or Hangman Page in the main event of WrestleMania. I mean,
who knows?
It's possible. But Dominic, it was interesting this week on Raw. He had a promo with his father. Ray was there for some
Ray
reason.
was there.
And the crowd, like, Ray was supposed to be doing his old thing of Dom, you're bad, and I'm here to tell you that you're being
disappointed in
yes,
you.
and doing all that. And the crowd was not feeling it. The crowd was like, shut up, Ray.
Yeah. Don't tell him what to do, Dad.
And at one point, I think they were chanting kick his ass. And I am not sure who they were chanting it to. I'm serious. I'm really not sure. I was watching it. I was like, I think they're saying Dom kick Ray's ass.
Yeah.
Because Ray was talking, and Dom was just kind of standing there, and Ray was saying, you got to stop. And the crowd's like, kick his ass. And I'm like, I think they're telling Dom to kick his ass. And then Ray went for he hit the 619 on Dom, and then Dom kind of rolled out of the ring. But yeah. If they did Ray versus Dom, I'm not sure who the crowd would be cheering for.
I think they'd be cheering for Dom. If it's like a full match where the music stops and they're just staying in the ring, I think the Dom gets the crowd.
There's an element though cheering for Dom that's ironic, I think.
Yeah?
You don't think?
I think
you think people are genuine.
I think it's more genuine than saying like a Joe Hendry. I think Joe Hendry is more ironic than I think Dom there is like a genuine kind of like a bit of like an MJF, like he's our scumbag kind of thing, energy.
I guess, but the difference between Dom and MJF is the in-ring content.
That is true.
MJF, he gets love. He's despicable, but he gets a lot of love and respect because the matches he puts together are incredible.
Yeah.
Like his match that he had with Bryan Danielson, that Iron Man match, was one of the greatest matches of all time. It was unbelievable.
Yeah, but it's more on a vibes kind of feel, I think.
Similar, but I think, when you see Dom, I like Dom in a funny Dom kind of way, like Dirty Dom. He's so funny and sleazy. But when he wrestles, I kind of tune out.
Yeah, he's gotten better.
Yes.
But
he's not
where MJF is.
Or where Braun Breaker is.
Yeah.
To where he needs to be a legit main eventer.
Yeah.
I'm not saying
that 20-minute match.
I'm not saying he can't be. I have compared him to Cody Rhodes in the past, where when we first saw Cody, he was like Hardcore Holly's tag team partner. He was a kid. He was like 20, 19.
Skinny.
He was very skinny. He was very young.
He was gaunt in his
and
face.
And he didn't look like a wrestler, and he wasn't really a good wrestler.
No.
And he was on Raw.
A lot.
And he was like tag team champion with Hardcore Holly. And you're like, what is this guy doing here? You knew why he was here because he was Dusty's kid. And you're like, man, this guy sucks.
Yeah, he was like, Ted Jr. was supposed to be like the better of those two, of him and Ted DiBiase and Cody Rhodes. People thought Ted Jr. was going to be the big star.
But that's later even with Cody. I'm talking about not that much later, but I'm talking about original Cody. I was like, what the hell is this?
Yeah.
And that's kind of how I felt with Dom when I first saw him. I was like, what the hell? Like when he was with his dad against Seth Rollins doing the eyeball stuff. You know what I mean?
That was bad.
It was so bad. And you go, what the hell?
This is the death of wrestling.
Is that? Yeah. But I said, look, Cody was like that in the beginning, and it didn't work for a while, but eventually he made it happen. And I said, I don't know if Dom's going to ever turn out to be Cody, but you never know in wrestling. So, yeah, if you ask me, can Dom be a main eventer of WrestleMania? I would say for sure he could be. I don't know if he will be. If you ask me if Braun Breaker could be a main event of WrestleMania, I'd say yes, and he will be. For sure, because you could see they're telling you this so often on Raw, like, this guy's going to be in the main event of WrestleMania. Like, they tell you, the commentary tells you, Paul Heyman tells you, he tells you, Seth Rollins was telling, everybody was saying, his opponents are like, I know you're going to be in the main event of WrestleMania one day, but I'm going to beat you now. Everybody says to him, everybody has to say, oh, Braun Breaker, you're the future of this company, because they're gearing you up for Braun Breaker being the future of the company, which they did a lot in the build to Roman Reigns. Like, they were like, this guy's going to be this guy.
That's why audiences rejected him.
And then people were like, oh. Yeah, and I think they're kind of overdoing it with Braun Breaker to the point where you're like, just him?
Yeah, you kind of go, oh, really?
Yeah, you go,
you know?
I mean, then you really start to examine him and you go, well, what's the promo?
Yeah.
Can he really wrestle past 15, 10, 12 minutes? Like,
yeah, he'll get tired out.
I mean, I don't know if he gets tired out, but it's just like, what do those matches look like? Because we haven't seen them actually take place, right? So you go, okay, is he really tested? And I think he's going to be awesome. I'm a fan. I think he's great. But when the WWE shows you that the whole machine is behind them, then I think a lot of wrestling fans go, well, let's see. Like, now you got to prove
Let's
it.
shine a light here.
Yeah, which I think, he's ready. He's a Steiner. I think he's gonna get there, but
it's got a 66.63% chance.
Yeah, but it's just the WWE is really over. Like, they're not doing him any favors.
No.
By telling you this so much.
They
like,
can't just let it happen.
He's the future. It's like, just let him be the future.
They didn't do that to Stone Cold.
No, he just appeared.
Yeah.
Well, they don't want that kind of stuff to happen anymore.
Yeah.
It's different.
But it always backfires,
But Dirty Dom, like, he's fully committed. I mean, he's walking around with that hair and a mustache in real life. And he's got this new neck tattoo.
Oh, boy.
Have you seen this?
I have not.
He's got this big, like, lucha mask tattoo all over his neck. So, I don't know what kind of acting roles he's hoping on getting, but I feel like he's fully committed into pro wrestling.
I mean, Cody's got the neck tattoo. He's
Yeah, but it's, like, on the side, and you can... Dom's is big and right in the middle. I guess you could cover it up, but...
It's tougher.
Dom is all in, and I like it. Ray was really funny. It was like Ray was saying, Dominic, you call yourself the greatest luchador of all time. You think you're better than Blue Demon. You think you're better than El Santo. You think you're better than Eddie Guerrero. And then Dom was like, keep my father's name out of your mouth.
No, papi.
And he was dead serious, dude. It was just the way he sold it, Like, Dom, that's why I say acting, because in that promo, I was like, man, this guy, he knows how to play a role, He's very good.
The right notes.
This scumbag character is excellent with Dirty Dom.
I saw someone post a promo from that storyline, the I'm Your Papi storyline, of Eddie talking about Dominic, like, in 20 years, he might even eclipse me.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously that's not going to happen, but, like, it's
he
kind of...
He might, though.
Yeah.
No. But that's... Because he might.
Yeah.
Because you look at what Eddie did, and Eddie is obviously one of the greatest wrestlers of all time, but if Dominic can be like a multi-time WrestleMania main eventer and multi-time world champion, then, yeah, he would have eclipsed Eddie and even Ray.
Yeah. It's true. Eddie and Ray never were the last guy on the mat, on the card.
I think you could make a case at this point that Cody is bigger than Dusty ever was.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Which is kind of crazy
to think about, yeah.
Considering what Dusty was and meant to professional wrestling. But at this point, you could make an argument, like, especially right now, you're looking at everything he's done with AEW and the beginnings in WWE and how huge of a star he is right now, world champion, WrestleMania main events, all this stuff,
Mm-hmm.
You go, like, he's the face of the WWE, and it's a juggernaut right now. He's more famous than Dusty ever was.
Yeah.
On a worldwide basis and in America, more famous, more known. And impact on professional wrestling, I think historically, you might even be able to make a case that Cody has had a bigger impact. Now, that's tough because Dusty, as a booker and as a promoter, like, he's did a lot.
His name is on a lot of things.
But, like, Cody helped start AEW.
Yeah, it's hard to deny.
Cody's the face of the WWE right now. Cody is a mega star. And he's
in movies.
He's a future Hall of Famer. He's in movies. Like, Cody, I think you could make a good argument, has surpassed Dusty Rhodes. So to say that, Dominic couldn't surpass Eddie or Ray, I think, yeah, he for sure could. He's on his way to doing it, I think. And, even you look at Roman Reigns. He may have surpassed everybody in his family, except for maybe one guy, Gotta have that match.
He's main evented more Mania, at least on them.
He's main evented more Manias than Rock. He's been kind of the face of the company longer than The Rock was, but
it's just in that
impact
scale.
on professional wrestling. You still got to give it up to The Rock for that family, the Samoan dynasty.
Yeah, and The Rock was a trailblazing eyebrow raiser.
Yeah, but Cody is like a mega star and a very impactful.
Cody's going to be on people's
player.
Mount Rushmore, in like 10, 20 years. They're going to be like, oh, yeah, Cody.
Yeah.
He's got to be one of them on my Mount Rushmore.
And honestly, I was thinking about Cody Rhodes the other day as the face of the company, as a WWE champion. And you see him have his matches. And they're very good.
Yeah.
And I don't think we've had a champion face of the company that's been this good of a worker since maybe Bret Hart.
Yeah, as the face of the company, because like CM Punk was never that guy, and like Brian was
Punk,
it was always
still,
Cena.
It was still Cena.
It was still Cena.
And Cena is not as good of a wrestler as Cody Rhodes.
No,
Cena
wasn't putting as much.
No, Cody is
month to month.
Is a hell of a worker.
Yeah,
he has real good old school style professional wrestling. He's a craftsman. He's a ring general. He's a student of the game. Like all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like you could
Great
see
psychology,
the craft in the work of Cody Rhodes.
Yeah,
he's not the most athletic, although he is athletic. But just his match tonight, very solid with
Aleister
Black. Match. It was the main event of SmackDown. Got interrupted by Drew McIntyre, who did his Claymore kick on the referee. He was mad at the referee because the ref didn't see Cody dropping Drew on the head with the belt.
Mm-hmm.
He dropped him with was it a DDT he hit him with in the belt? And then he hit him with the Crossroads, and then he beat Drew on Saturday night's main event. So Drew's mad at the referee because the referee tried to fuck on me. Right? So...
that's
Drew's
also part of Cody's legend, that story.
Yeah, so Drew attacks the referee, and then Cody attacks Drew, but then Aleister Black joins in, and then Damian Priest jumps Aleister Black, and they start fighting, and then Zelina jumps on Damian Priest, and Priest kind of flung Zelina off him. I'm like, oh, what happened there? And then Zelina and Aleister ran off. I think Damian Priest got a thumb to the eye from Aleister Black, and then Cody... got rid of Drew, and then Drew got suspended by Nick Aldis. He's like, Drew McIntyre, you're suspended. No, he just left. He was mad. So Drew McIntyre got suspended. But, the match was solid with Cody. He wrestles a lot.
He does wrestle a lot.
And if you compare him to several generations of face of the company, he is among the very best the WWE has ever had on top. So we should be
as a technical worker.
Yes, we should be extremely grateful.
It's like him, Bob Backlund.
I'm telling you, like, people have no idea how grateful you should be to be in the era of Cody Rhodes, because I've lived through the eras of Triple H and John Cena and Randy Orton and Dave Bautista.
And a lot of Roman Reigns.
And even most recent Roman Reigns. Like, Cody's a much better worker than Roman Reigns. And even, I think Stone Cold was a really exciting wrestler, but by the time he was on top, he had his neck broken. He just wasn't.
A lot of punches.
Yeah.
A lot of punches.
And The Rock was very charismatic, but as far as, like, in-ring.
Yeah, I felt he was a bit underrated that
Not
era.
as good as Cody.
No, but he had a lot of excitement.
I'm telling you. As, like, face of the company.
Matches. But I mean, he got to wrestle Kurt Angle a lot during that time too.
But face of the company, like top guy, he's among like Brett, Shawn. He's in that category. Yet he's pushed like a Hogan.
Yeah.
It's very unique, and it's really special. So, I'm a big Cody Rhodes fan. I think he's an excellent wrestler, and it's very refreshing for the WWE to have a worker of his caliber,
especially with
as
how
their top guy.
Dog shit creatively the product is right now.
Yes.
To have a guy delivering that kind of consistency really helps the ship when, like, the captain, can at least, give you at least like a 3-star match.
Yes.
Pretty much every time.
And it's not a home run every time, but like he's hitting doubles and triples. And when he does hit a home run, it's like a grand slam. You're like
his match with Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
Like the TLC match or something they had, Rumble.
Or even some of his most recent matches.
He had a great match. His match with AJ in France. I mean, the crowd wasn't amazing, but their match was incredible too.
Yes. And
the Lyon, I want to say, was a match in Lyon.
And look, his match with Seth at Crown Jewel, I thought was fantastic.
Yeah.
I like Cody.
He's solid.
He is really good. Really good. Who do you wrestle at Elimination Chamber? Did you wrestle on that? No. That's when he was off.
Probably filming Street Fighter.
I'm trying to find other. Who do you work at the Rumble? CM. No, he was in the Rumble.
He was in
for
the
a title match, right? Yeah. Anyways,
it's been a long year in wrestling.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of wrestling this year.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because he was in the Rumble, Cody, with the Cena.
Oh, maybe that was that last year. No, that was last year.
Wasn't
No, yeah, he was in the Rumble because he got no, Cena won the Rumble, right?
No, Jey Uso won the Rumble.
Oh yeah.
But Cody wasn't in that Rumble.
No, that was some other year.
He wrestled Kevin Owens then.
I'm getting mixed up.
That was
thing
this year.
Here.
It's like crazy match with Kevin Owens where they went head first through the ladder. Owens. Was that this year's?
Yeah,
Rumble?
that was this year's Rumble.
Yeah.
That's probably why Kevin Owens is out right now.
Probably. And allegedly, like, after that match, like, Owens is, like, bloodied and, like, all messed up. And he goes to Cody, goes, "Hey, man, you okay?"
Yeah. Well, he's a good man, that Kevin Owens.
Yeah, we miss him.
So, Cody Rhodes, right now, is unclear what his path is for Survivor Series. Survivor Series is in 3 weeks.
WarGames?
I mean, maybe Cody is in WarGames, but if he is, what's the team? How does that all work together? I'm not sure what the WarGames teams are going to be. I know there were rumors about different teams, but I think those rumors involved like Seth Rollins and his crew, and now
that's in limbo.
I don't know what that team is going to be, but it seems like Logan Paul may be joining up with them. Maybe that's what that alliance is for, some sort of WarGames team.
Logan, the Bronze.
Possibly Brock Lesnar. I was hearing Brock Lesnar.
That's 4.
But don't they need 5? Is it 5-on-5 or 4-on-4?
That's 4-on-4. Huh?
Well,
I mean, it depends.
In the video game, what is it?
It's 4-on-4.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So maybe it's 4-on-4.
Against Punk, Jimmy and Jey Uso, LA Knight.
I guess. Maybe. I don't know. Unless they're doing Punk versus Logan Paul 1-on-1, because there was a lot of Punk-Logan Paul stuff. Punk came out, cut a promo, talked about guys he wanted to wrestle, like Finn Balor and AJ Styles and even John Cena, now that he's the champion. CM Punk winning the championship on top of Raw, comes out, opening the show with a promo with the belt. It was like very refreshing.
What is this, 2013?
Yeah, it was nice. I liked it, though. It felt new.
2012.
And Logan Paul came out, and he's like getting in Punk's face, and Punk's like, "Not you, anybody but you." He was literally saying that. It was very funny. And then Heyman came out with the bronze, and he's like, look, you got to get to the back of the line because right now you're in the way, Logan Paul. This is Bronson Reed. He's going to get the shot here. We're coming after CM Punk. And Logan's like, no, I'm not getting out of the way. What's this about? And then,
what's all this then?
What's all this? And Heyman, he's giving him the business. And eventually they're like, get out of the way because it's like fighting. Punk tells Logan, I think, get out of the way. It's fighting time. And then Logan decides to just leave the ring. And he kind of stands there, and Braun Breaker gets in his face and pushes him down.
Oh.
And then Logan, he got pushed. He falls down, and his head smacked the apron.
Ow.
And the apron, like the video apron, so
Ow.
it looked like it hurt. It was pretty good. Braun Breaker doesn't care about YouTuber safety.
No.
He does not care about anybody's safety, which...
Oh, was that KSI?
He killed that guy.
Oblivion?
Like, I want to see Braun Breaker wrestle Logan Paul.
Yeah.
Because
he'll mess him up.
I don't think he'll hold back. And that's part of what I like about Braun Breaker. He's got Brock Lesnar energy.
Or Sheamus.
Or, yeah, he's just like, I am going to give it to you. And if you want to give it back to me, go ahead. Give me your best shot. Try it. Like, he's dangerous.
Yeah.
He's mean. He's very Steinerish. Like, I really, like, his dad and his uncle were the same way.
Yeah.
Just
did not want him. I mean,
bust ass.
Give it a shot.
Yeah. What?
Yeah.
You want to fight Rick Steiner?
Yeah. University of Michigan.
Jeez. Scott Steiner. Like, those guys.
They were, like, so big.
They were just.
Their chests were massive.
Like.
And then when Scott became Big Papa Pump, it was like, Jesus Christ.
Which is crazy because I'm sure there are some kids that don't know that are seeing Bron Breaker and going, whoa,
Yeah.
But Braun Breaker is nowhere near as physically imposing as his dad or uncle were in their prime. Those guys, the Steiner brothers,
yeah,
my God. Unbelievable tag team. Like they would go toe to toe with like the Road Warriors and be like, whatever.
Yeah.
Not impressed.
We'll throw you around.
Yeah, well,
how about that?
Exactly. Unbelievable wrestlers, incredible athletes, just beasts.
Yeah.
And Braun Breaker.
Tag team wrestling back in the day.
Yeah.
Like what a feast.
But Braun Breaker, he's cut from that cloth. Like he's got that. He is a Steiner. You could tell. And
Dog-faced
it's
gremlin.
just it's exciting to see what he's cooking and what they're building with him. And then they had a main event match with Punk and Jey Uso against the Bronze, and eventually Logan Paul was there, kind of disintegrated into this complete melee, and then Logan Paul got involved and he hit Punk with brass knuckles, and then he gave the brass knuckles to Paul Heyman as like a symbol of like, here, I'm with you or something. There was some sort of tucking the tail of Logan Paul going like, I'm scared of Bron Breaker, let me join up with you guys. So, but Heyman is talking a lot about this vision, and you got to see the vision and join the vision. And he also had an interesting promo with Jey Uso backstage, Heyman, where he was talking to Jey Uso, and he's like, look, you got to see the vision and be part of this. Otherwise, you're going to get run over, and I don't want them to get you. And, like, he was very much trying to, like, bring Jey Uso to his side, and Jey Uso wasn't really having it. But there's still that, like, Heyman trying to bring Jey Uso in, and they didn't do it at Saturday night's main event.
No.
I thought it was a great opportunity
Felt like a given.
to turn Jey heel, have him join up with Heyman. Heyman has always been very complimentary of Jey for some reason, and it would have made perfect sense. And again, on Raw, they did another promo with Heyman and Jey backstage. Heyman comes to Jey's locker room trying to, like, help him and warn him and, like, try to get him on his side. And it's like, he's not doing that with Punk. We don't see that interaction. So, you know, yeah, what is up with that? I guess nothing so far. They seem to be building towards something with Jey, but now I don't know. I really don't know. And what is there for Roman Reigns when he comes back? Like, what?
Yeah. What is that path?
maybe Roman and Punk are like I think Roman is probably going to be at Survivor Series. I think it might be Roman, Punk, and the Usos.
Maybe. That's pretty star-studded.
You know, Roman, Punk, and the Usos.
Sorry, LA Knight.
Against, or maybe Roman, Punk, Jimmy, and LA Knight. You know, like without Jay. I don't know. But I feel like Roman is going to be in WarGames against the Brons. And whoever is with the Brons, either Logan Paul, Brock Lesnar, who knows? I'm not really sure. It's weird that we're 3 weeks away from Survivor Series. They've got 3 more weeks of TV. They haven't announced any matches. They haven't really told us what's happening. They didn't hype
SmackDown at all.
They didn't hype WarGames during SmackDown.
No,
nothing.
No one went WarGames.
And that is their next event. Like they don't have anything between now and then. There's no.
And as far as like even like lower card or ladies WarGames, I don't even know what the combinations would be.
We got some questions. Jason P. and Angelo Contagonis, members of the team in the chat. Leor as well. What's up, guys? Members over at join.ringsidereport.net. Angelo says, who do you guys think is LA Knight's opponent next week for the tournament? Yes, the John Cena tournament has begun. I find it kind of funny that they're holding a tournament to determine who John Cena's final opponent will be.
Yeah.
It's just like, I don't know. I guess it is prestigious to be the last opponent for Cena, but it just seems overblown a little bit. Like a 16-man tournament over several weeks.
Takes the surprise out of it. It's not going to be Edge.
Yeah, it does. I guess it takes some surprise out of it, but it also, I don't know, it's weird because you also expect Cena to wrestle before that.
Yeah.
Like he's going to be at Survivor Series. So, you know. So it's like not that. So you don't have to wrestle a tournament to be a second to last match, but the last one, well, that's really, you know. Why do these guys want to be the last opponent for Cena? Because they think, because they're all, because not all of them,
you know, little like, bloops, like John Cena's final opponent.
I could be the guy to
get a plaque,
retire Cena. But what if you lose?
You still were the guy in that match. You have that notoriety.
I guess.
I got to wrestle, you know.
But it's not really something you could brag about, you know? Like AJ Styles was Undertaker's final opponent.
Baron Corbin, Kurt Angle's.
Yeah, but Baron Corbin doesn't exist anymore. But AJ Styles has been around like many years since, you know what I mean? And you've never heard him once say, I retired The Undertaker. Maybe once soon
match.
After.
Yeah.
But like, he doesn't talk about how he retired The Undertaker, even though technically he did, but he lost that match. So it's like not something you could really brag about.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just a weird thing. I've never seen it before where it's like you have a tournament to determine who the last opponent will be. Usually it's like, you know, Ric Flair's like, it's got to be Shawn Michaels. You know, like they.
Yeah, I want it to be you.
Yeah, but they're just like, well, and like even tonight, Nick Aldis was there. He's got like a big thing of like bingo balls, big tumbler with balls. So it's like random guys could be in this tournament. So it's like, doesn't even matter. It's dumb. I don't really like the tournament thing. LA Knight is going to wrestle a tournament match, a John Cena tournament match. The last time is now tournament. I don't know. It's a mystery opponent, right?
Is this Gunther? Or do you think
I could see it being Gunther, yeah.
From the start, you know, kind of like, oh, Gunther's back.
And then he beats LA Knight, because LA Knight's losing a bunch of matches lately.
Yeah.
I think Gunther makes a lot of sense. Like,
well, let's just get this over with.
I know people are hoping, like, what is, I wonder.
I mean, people, I've heard, you know, Edge
John
or Chris Jericho.
Cena last time.
I mean, Chris Jericho would be kind of cool.
But
I don't think this is it. This isn't how he comes back.
He's not.
Is he still kind of with AEW? Or technically?
Yes. He's still under contract with AEW.
Okay, so not him.
So, yeah, it's not him. They've announced some opening round matches. Damian Priest versus Rusev and Sheamus versus Shinsuke Nakamura. I hope Sheamus and Rusev both win because they have history with John Cena, whereas Nakamura and Priest do not.
At all.
So I think Sheamus and Rusev should win and move on there. We also know Jey Uso and The Miz will wrestle, and LA Knight will wrestle a mystery opponent. I'd like to see, I can't believe I'm saying this, The Miz win because he's got history at least with Cena. I think this should come down to a lot of guys who have had big matches with Cena where you go, oh, he could win because that would make sense. Whereas, like, I think Damian Priest as the final opponent for Cena, you go, well, why?
It's forgettable.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. So I'm going to go, Miz over Jey Uso somehow.
Sure. Distraction from the bronze or something.
Yeah, Rusev over Priest and Sheamus over Nakamura. But as far as 16 different wrestlers.
That's a lot of guys.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, possibly 8. So we only know 7 of the 16.
Yeah.
So people are hoping for a lot of mysteries. Like Edge is still under contract with AEW. Jericho's under contract with AEW until the end of 2025. So the earliest you could see him is January, which for us in Montreal, January 23rd, 24th, fingers crossed for Y2J, would be sick, right?
Would be sick.
Would be cool.
Main event. Make a lot of sense.
I'd be happy. Although the Royal Rumble is a week later in Saudi Arabia. And sometimes, but they do like to save big surprises for the Royal Rumble. So if he is coming back to WWE, which all signs point to yes, the Rumble would make a ton of sense. But Canada would also make sense.
It's home country.
Announce that he's going to be in the Rumble in Canada. He returns in Canada, and then, he's going to be at the Rumble. Advertise it maybe. I don't know. It'd be fun. But LA Knight, I think, Gunther possibly. Although Gunther could be, one of the other 8 mystery guys that we have so far. Because, who else is in this tournament right now? I think people are expecting, because Cena said Raw, SmackDown, NXT, and anywhere else, right?
Yeah, which made people wonder AEW, but, let's be real.
No, they're not going to lend people from AEW to the WWE. That's just not happening.
For a tournament for, 4 matches.
That they're not going to win either.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. So no Edge, no Jericho, maybe Joe Hendry, maybe
novelty's sake.
Maybe Zack Ryder, Matt Cardona. He has history with Cena.
Got beef.
I think it would be fun if he went winning a match or two. Yeah. He's like, I'm gonna cut a promo. I'm gonna get revenge on that John Cena you show him shoving him off the. Oh no, it was Kane that did that.
Yeah, but it was in that storyline. It was Ryder was made to look like a total weakling.
Yeah, Cena was kissing the girl that Ryder liked.
Yeah,
right?
It was. Oh,
that was so weird.
That was just Vince putting his thumb and being like, "Stop this push."
Maybe Dolph Ziggler is in it. He's got some history with Cena
right now. So
yeah. But
it's a slim pickings.
It's not going to be The Rock. It's not going to be Bautista.
Maybe Randy. I don't know what Randy's health is like.
Yeah, I mean, I could see Randy Orton being in the tournament. I could see that.
You see Randy being the last opponent?
No.
One more time? One more time?
No, I mean, I think Meltzer was saying that it was going to be Gunther. I think some other wrestling, outlets have reported that Gunther. And they were saying this. They're like, there's going to be a tournament for Cena's last match, and Gunther's going to win. And I was like, oh, okay. And then they announced the tournament a week or two later. From WWE announces the tournament. I was like, this is that tournament that those guys on the dirt sheets were talking about. And then I'm like, I guess Gunther's going to be in this and win.
They're like, what? Gunther's here? How did that happen?
Yeah, exactly. So the word is out that it's going to be Gunther. And also it makes sense for the classic foreign heel to wrestle the American hero John Cena in his final match in Washington, D.C., where the president of America may possibly be attending with Vince McMahon as his personal guest, possibly.
Vince, really?
There are a lot of rumors floating around about Cena Cena's last match, and Vince and Trump possibly attending. Vince and Trump, Vince
in,
or Trump.
in the arena.
I don't know if they'd be together, but there are rumors that Vince will be there. There are rumors that Trump will be there, and they seem to overlap. Like,
right.
I don't know what's going on there.
Television.
So that's what's up.
Yeah. So yeah, Gunther makes sense.
Yeah, I think Gunther probably, which is unfortunate, but
And actually, if that is the setting and all those people are there, it would make sense that like the Nazi-coded wrestler is triumphant in that match. Gunther.
No, I think Cena wins.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah. I think Cena wins. Cena wins his last match. He triumphs over evil.
Yeah.
And then you just move on. And like Cena wins his last match so he could have like a final celebration and everyth's nice in Cena world. Yeah, it's just like let's celebrate John Cena at the end.
Everyone comes out to
Cena wins, and then like Gunther doesn't lose anything by losing to Cena because Cena will disappear.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh yeah, well he lost that match like a while ago, but that guy's gone, so you forget about it, and Gunther's still a strong heel and dangerous and all of that.
Be in the Rumble.
He can go up against CM Punk. He's still like you still will have a memory of Gunther winning because he will go through a number of the top superstars in the company on his way to getting the shot at Cena, and then you lose to Cena, which is fine, and then you move on and you have a good little run. I think it'll be real interesting to see when Gunther's fully back and like past the Cena thing, past December, leading into the Rumble, leading into January, where how does he fit in to the landscape of Monday Night Raw? He's a former world champ. He's a main eventer. He's a heel. Is he the top heel of Raw, or is it Braun Breaker? You know what I mean? Like, how does Gunther fit in a world now with Braun Breaker kind of elevating? Who is a top dog as far as the heels go on Raw? I think that'll be an interesting little story going into late December. Or, nothing's going to happen in late December because of the holidays, but early January going into the Rumble, like, how is Gunther positioned compared to how is Braun Breaker positioned? I think that'll be interesting to watch because they like Gunther.
They do.
You know what I mean? They like Gunther, but do they like Braun more?
Yeah,
I think they do now.
On his way down in the card, kind of.
Maybe. Matthew Henley asked, Dave, do you think they will put a world title in one of John Cena's last matches? But he's called himself the last real champion all year. I don't think so. I don't think Cena's going to wrestle for a world title again. Punk teased it. He was like, if you want another 18-time, try to get me. But that match, like, Cena doesn't have enough dates for that to happen. So I think the closest he's going to come is wrestling for an Intercontinental Championship against Dominic Mysterio at Survivor Series. I think that'll be the closest thing.
Because, he's never won the Intercontinental Championship is what he's saying.
Yeah, and maybe he'll win it.
Maybe. And, like, drop it after, like, they have another tournament.
Or he'll retire with the Intercontinental Championship, and he'll be like, I'm the last real Intercontinental Champion.
Cool.
I think people will be like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, sure.
I think that belt got retired at one point and got brought back. So.
By Cody Rhodes, I think. Or Cody Rhodes brought back the white Intercontinental belt.
Yeah, no. I thought they maybe got rid of it or they unified it or something.
Yeah, they did get rid of it. There was a time where that was gone.
Yeah, the Intercontinental title disappeared for a bit.
Yeah,
right?
It was like just the U.S. title was like on SmackDown, and on Raw it was like maybe the women's title was the mid card. It was like
I forget the circumstances around the disappearance of the Intercontinental title, but I'm quite certain WWE got rid of that for some months to years.
Yeah, like
I wish Johnny was here. Johnny would know.
Yeah,
Johnny would know that.
After Shelton Benjamin was Intercontinental champion, they got rid of it.
We could look it up later. It's not that important. Yeah. Nevertheless.
But I digress.
So the John Cena tournament will start on Monday, and John Cena will be on Raw because it will be in Boston. Cena's final appearance in Boston. Raw's going to get interesting over the next couple of weeks because they're in Boston Monday, and then the following week they're in New York at Madison Square Garden.
Oh, his last time at MSG.
I think he's going to be there.
Yeah, he should be.
Yeah.
It's MSG.
Yeah.
The world's greatest arena.
So Cena's going to be on Raw, which is always fun. Always fun to see Cena. And it's really one of the final times.
Yeah.
Like, we're getting down to it where it's December, his final match here. So we're...
Oh, you think
we got like a month left.
Kind of Yankees kind of shirt?
When he goes to New York? Oh. John Cena, Yankees.
Like pinstripes?
Oh, I might have to get that. Oh, if he comes out with some sort of Yankees-themed gear for MSG.
Or Knicks.
Knicks, probably.
Knicks,
I don't think he would do
that
Yankees.
MSG.
Yeah. I think it'll be Knicks.
Or Rangers.
Which I'm not excited about. I want Yankees Cena gear. That would be cool as hell.
Or the Giants.
Not enough Yankees wrestling crossover gear. I don't think there's any.
The Brooklyn Brawler.
Yeah. I don't know. I want some sort of... I don't even know what that would look like. Aaron Judge, Roman Reigns jacket. I don't know.
Or if they did like a special Damian Priest Yankees shirt. Because he's like
maybe.
an outspoken fan. If they came out with like...
I don't know. I'm not excited enough about Damian Priest. Damian Priest, like... I don't know anybody whose favorite wrestler is Damian Priest.
No, one of those guys, you know.
He exists.
He's fine.
Like, him feuding with Aleister Black is perfect because those guys are like the same guy. It's the same. I see those guys. I'm like, yeah, all right, I get it, but there's just not enough there. Remember when Damian Priest was world champion? Did that happen?
Yeah, because he cashed in on Drew McIntyre. And it was like champ for like a few months from like around Mania to SummerSlam.
And I remember at the time thinking, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, it kept going.
And then it ended, and since then he's been like,
he's been kind of lost in the weeds.
I'd be very surprised if he ever becomes champion again.
Yeah,
because
he's had some good. I mean, his match with Drew was fantastic at Mania this year. The street fight.
Yeah,
it was a good match.
Yeah, he's not a bad wrestler.
No.
It's just like they have a lot of these guys that are pretty good at wrestling. They have size, you know. They look impressive.
They're inoffensive, you know what I mean? Like, there's nothing like outwardly bad about them.
But there's a real lack of charisma.
Yeah,
like Priest and Black and Dragunov we were watching tonight.
Jesus Christ.
That was just a void of charisma in a match. You have two guys that I would consider, you know, it's that term, good little hands. You know, like they're good at wrestling. They're there to put the star over. Unfortunately, they were wrestling each other, so there was no star to put over. It was Ilya Dragunov wrestling Johnny Gargano. Dragunov is the U.S. champion. He did an open challenge tonight on SmackDown. Tommaso Ciampa comes out with Gargano and Candice LeRae. And Ciampa wants the match, and Dragunov is like, yeah, I'll take a match, but against him, Gargano. And I was like, okay. And then Gargano's wrestling Dragunov, and the match lasted a while, and they did wrestling moves, and it was okay. But there's just something about Dragunov and something about Gargano where you go, there's no real character here. When they talk, they're just, it's not interesting. And Dragunov, like, I want to like this guy, but there's nothing there. He's very plain.
Yeah, I don't know what he's supposed to be.
He's Russian. He wears a big jacket when he comes to the ring. He has tattoos. And he wrestles hard. Like, he's good at wrestling, but in the major leagues of wrestling, you got to have more than that.
Yeah.
You know?
He reminds me of a guy that would be in, like, the X division of TNA in, like, the mid-2000s, where I'm like, oh, I'm enjoying this guy's wrestling, but, like, he's not AJ Styles or Samoa Joe here. Like,
Yeah.
there's a clear star power somewhere, and it's not this guy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I liked the Amazing Red, but I was never like this, or Elix Skipper, but I was never like, oh, this guy should be number 1
Yeah.
over Christopher Daniels and Samoa Joe.
There's a lot of guys that can wrestle, but you got to be able to put it all together.
Yeah, I liked Simon Diamond.
And I feel like a lot of these guys have not put it all together, and I think some of them think that they have.
Yeah, like Dragunov kind of carries himself like he's a complete package.
Yeah, but
And that promo was like, oof.
and Aleister Black and that whole thing, like, that's not working.
No.
I think it's a little better with Zelina because it's at least fresh.
Yeah.
Like, it's different. He's got a lady there with him, and it's not Julia Hart. It's Zelina Vega, and it's his wife.
That's right.
You
That's
know?
right. He had like people with him for a bit.
Zelina's kind of like the new Julia Hart right now.
But I like Zelina more.
Zelina is better.
Yeah.
She's much
an
better
upgrade.
at wrestling
And, you know, being
and talking.
a couple, like, it works.
Yeah, it makes
as
sense
that
because she's
extra-
his real wife. So
Waiting
that
for that.
works. They're kind of doing a mix between what Aleister Black was doing in AEW and what Karrion Kross and Scarlett were doing in WWE.
Yeah.
And now they've taken that. And it's, it's not amazing.
No.
And what Damian Priest is doing is, there's nothing there. So there's a lot of these guys with just not a lot of personality. And it's hard to watch them. Jade Cargill comes out, doesn't have the wrestling ability as a lot of these people, but has the personality and charisma, where she is the new women's champion. She beat Tiffy Time and, like, beat the hell out of her.
Yeah, all those power bombs.
I mean, that Saturday night's main event match between Jade Cargill and Tiffany Stratton was nuts, in the sense that Tiffany Stratton got no offense in. She got a couple moves, and then Jade beat her up. Tiffany got a move or two, and they
like her knee, she was selling the knee.
She was selling the knee, so Jade was just whooping her ass. And my God, did Jade look powerful? Just like 3 power bombs, and then she hit the Jaded, and it was like stiff.
Yeah.
She beat the hell out of Tiffany Stratton in that match. It was nuts. And then she comes out on SmackDown, walks out looking as only Jade Cargill can look. And again, you can't say enough about how impressive and superhuman she looks.
Yeah. She has got, like, final boss energy.
She looks more impressive or more impressive than anyone that has ever stepped foot in a WWE ring. And that says a lot about a lot of people that we've seen. I'm talking about Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah.
The narcissist Lex Luger.
Rick Rude.
China.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
impressive people where you go, God damn, where do they make
The masterpiece.
Where do they make humans like that? The Great Khali, The Undertaker,
The Big Show.
Yeah, it's like you go, what the hell is that?
Yeah.
And when you see Jade Cargill, you go, what the hell is that?
It's like a marble statue come to life.
It's a superhero in real life. It's unbelievable. And she comes out and she's got the attitude. And she's a heel now, which is perfect because that's who she is.
Like God.
And she comes out and she's like, in case you forgot, I'm that bitch. And then she walks out and you're like, oh, shit. It was like, that's all she needs to say. And it was perfect presentation, perfect energy and attitude on the way in, on the way out.
And, like,
excellent.
And, like, then, like, Charlotte Flair comes out for her match.
And Jade is, like, talking shit to her.
And, like, Charlotte kind of walks past her, but Jade is still there, like, talking. Like, Charlotte's pyro's coming up, but Jade is, like, standing there, and she's, like, taller than Charlotte. Like,
yeah.
And I was kind of like, yo, turn around, Charlotte.
Jade was also wearing heels.
Yeah.
Pretty tall heels, which made her look way bigger than Charlotte.
But she's still, like...
She was towering over Charlotte Flair and standing there like Charlotte was, like, doing her entrance, and Jade was just standing behind Charlotte and Alexa Bliss, and looked wider than both of them.
Yeah.
Looked like wider than two women, and one of them is a jacked woman,
Yeah,
Charlotte Flair.
is another one of those physical specimens.
Yes. Like, Charlotte is a beast, and Jade Cargill made Charlotte look like nothing tonight. I was like, oh, leave that little lady alone, Jade Cargill.
Yeah, it's like, Charlotte, watch your back.
Watch out, Charlotte.
She's gonna get you.
That's Jade Cargill.
Storm is coming.
It was really impressive. Like, seeing Jade tonight with the belt, looking gigantic, mean, like new Jade Cargill, mean Jade Cargill, is something we haven't seen in WWE so far.
No, we haven't.
Like, this version has not existed yet.
TBS champion Jade.
This is the Jade Cargill that we loved in AEW.
Yeah.
Mean TBS champion, like squashing people.
Cut the shit, Tony.
Cut the shit, Tony. I'm that bitch. Just champion, winning, on top, mean. And stiff too.
Yeah.
And that is the Jade Cargill that got over like crazy in AEW. And if that's what they're doing in WWE, good. This is how you're supposed to present Jade Cargill. Excellent. I'm happy she's champion, especially this version. Like, even the backstage with BFAB.
That was
when
awesome.
she kind of got in BFAB face, and she's like, "Listen, you got a problem with me? We can settle in the ring." Like, she made BFAB and Michin look like, uh-oh.
Yeah, we screwed up.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
And
I told you not to say anything.
And but that's not what they said. They were kind of like, oh, we'll get her.
Yeah, but
they kind of had, like, the way Jade was, like, really in their face, like, Jade's energy is so intense, you could tell those baby faces, they're not that strong, and they were kind of like, oh, man. Like, damn.
Kicked.
And that match is going to be crazy next week. Jade Cargill is going to beat the hell out of BFAB. She's going to, if she's willing and allowed to do what she did to Tiffany Stratton, who's one of the top stars in the company, imagine what she's going to do to BFAB.
I love that sentence. Imagine what she's going to do to BFAB.
She's going to kill that BFAB. Be dead. God damn, how Jade Cargill is impressive. Just nuts. And then Charlotte and Alexa Bliss were there making their entrance because Charlotte had a match where her boob was out for half of it.
Oh, yeah.
Like, Charlotte's whole one of her boobs was out, and we know this only because we saw it. Because Netflix didn't do the perfect job in censoring it. They tried.
They had a valiant effort.
They did a very good job because the screen would kind of go to black for a few seconds during the match, and I was like, is Netflix bugging out? What's going on?
Yeah.
And then it kept happening, and I was like, I think that's a wardrobe issue. I think sometimes they do that because, like, somebody's boob is out, and it's probably Charlotte's because Nia's pretty covered up. And then they kept flashing black screen, and then they flashed out of the black screen when they shouldn't have, and it was just like Charlotte with her boob, like she had like an outfit that was cut out, and her boob was protected, and then it was like on the side, and you could see like full boob, nipple, everything for like half a second, but it was still like, oh, that's what's going on.
Yeah. I see.
Okay, Netflix isn't bugging out. Charlotte's top is bugging out, and that's why.
She went to the corner and they fixed it.
She got it fixed. Right, yeah. And then she did like a moonsault.
Yeah, and you're like, oh no.
And I was like, but it was fine.
It's okay.
But yeah, you could kind of tell something was going on, and then
it's got to be tough for ladies.
Yeah, I mean they have large breasts, a lot of them, and they're wearing these tops that are, a lot of them are like, they get new gear made quickly, so they can't really test it. And a lot of them are very low cut, and like,
it's not meant to be athletic gear, really. It's meant to be showy.
It's showy, yeah, and they're doing serious athletic maneuvers, especially someone like Charlotte. So it's like that. I'm surprised it doesn't happen more. It's really impressive how well the gear is made.
Yeah,
the fact that they can show that much. Because they're coming right on the line of nipple.
Sometimes it's like,
you know what I mean? Like, you're seeing so much of the boob where you're like a little to the left and the nipple's right out there.
Yeah.
So the fact that they can keep their nipples restrained so well is kind of a testament to how good the gear makers are.
That's right. Great theatrics.
Yeah, it's real because they're moving around in that stuff.
Yeah.
And like I said, a lot of it they get made pretty regularly new, especially Charlotte. She's always wearing fresh gear.
Woo!
So, yeah, she's spending money on that gear, brother.
Alligators.
So it's like, she doesn't test it because some of them, like, they have gear that they wear. Like, Nia's gear looks like I feel like she has
suits.
She has several of those, but a lot of she's pretty covered up, first of all. But a lot of them they have like maybe certain sets of gear that they'll wear. But I feel like Charlotte, especially, and some of the others, they keep their gear a little fresher.
Yeah,
like Charlotte, it feels like wears different stuff every TV.
Yeah, it feels like.
And some of them do that. Some of them, I think Bianca wears different stuff every
Tiffany
TV.
was wearing like pretty different stuff for a while.
So a lot of them they want to look. So you're gonna get new stuff that may not function.
It doesn't pass all the stress tests in time.
The wardrobe may malfunction. That's why they call it that. It's a malfunction of the clothing. Thankfully, for the men, it doesn't really happen.
Yeah, no balls.
You never see, like, a dude's penis just fly out during a match.
That's never happened, really.
I mean, I think it did happen to, like, somebody Zack Ryder wrestled where his gear totally exploded and he was naked underneath.
Yeah, but, like...
I think that happened, but it's kind of like a funny story in wrestling. Like, it's happened so much in women's wrestling that it's kind of not a big deal. But in men's wrestling, like, you never see, like, a ball fly out of a trunk. Even though their trunks are pretty tiny.
Yeah.
You would think. And they're big men, so you would think their penises aren't small.
No.
But they keep those babies tucked.
They must figure out ways, some hacks.
Penis hacks? Keep your...
tape.
I think you just got to wear pants if you're having trouble.
Or like an extra... Like they're wearing the trunks, but maybe there's like an extra trunks inside to like keep it like secure.
I just wonder about
so because like
I just wonder about a guy like Randy Orton. He's so big and tall, yet his trunks are so tiny. You go, what's going on there, Randy?
Well, I mean, Randy's maybe done some things to warrant a tiny scrotum.
Yeah,
shrunken.
Although I heard Dave Bautista, and he wore the trunks too.
Yeah, legendary.
I've heard Shelton Benjamin never seeing the trunks.
Yeah, it's true.
He's always got like the biker shorts or like the longer pants. You've heard not rumors. I mean, Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows talked a lot about Shelton Benjamin and how shocked they were when they saw what was going on with Shelton.
Certain things.
I digress.
One of my favorite stories is actor Willem Dafoe.
All right. No, Tala Tonga, speaking of penises, Tala Tonga beat Ray Penis tonight. And I swear the announcer, it was like, Ray Penis! I was like, did you just call him Ray Penis? I swear it wasn't Ray Penis.
He was booked like his name was Ray Penis.
Yeah, he got beat up by Tala Tonga. And then Tala and Solo went to attack Ray Phoenix after the match, but Sami Zayn came out with a chair to make the save.
Looking real Mick Foley.
Even after he was told specifically by Nick Aldis not to go out and attack the MFTs because he's not medically cleared to compete, but Sami went out with a chair and helped his old friend Ray Penis. Anyways. I think the biggest news, though, coming out of SmackDown was a new champion crown. Chelsea Green beat Giulia with her feet on the ropes to become the new, now two-time WWE United States champion. So Chelsea Green wins the belt again. She's some sort of Mexico champion, too?
She has a AAA, her and Ethan Page are like AAA intergender tag champs.
Okay. So she's got a whole gimmick going. Yeah. Like she's in
like a Mercedes Moné kind of thing.
She's in NXT doing stuff there.
Yeah.
She's in AAA. She's on SmackDown. Like Chelsea Green is all over the place, and she's doing great work.
Yeah.
She's like her backstage promo tonight was great. She ran into Jade Cargill and was afraid.
It was very good.
It was very good.
Dynamic.
Yeah, Chelsea Green is fantastic, and I was happy to see her win. A little surprised to see Julia's title reign end so quickly.
I feel like they've lost some kind of faith in Julia. Because the last few weeks have been more about Kiana James than Julia.
It's been weird.
So, and she lost like pretty unceremonious. Like she hit her Arrivederci move pretty early on and it didn't have much effect, which is never a good sign. And then, yeah, like that match was like, what, 3 minutes or something? Like you were barely gone.
Yeah.
Like that's pretty much over.
Yeah. It's weird how quick the match was. It's weird how short Julia's title reign has been. And I feel like maybe they have lost faith in her and the whole act because, like, at first she comes in, her and Stephanie Vaquer.
They were equals.
And they were equals, and they were pushed pretty hard as these new stars and baby faces. And then Julia goes to SmackDown. She becomes a U.S. champion by beating Chelsea Green, right?
No, she beat Zelina.
Oh, she beat Zelina.
Zelina beat Chelsea.
But Julia seemed like a babyface still.
Yeah.
But then this Kiana James shows up out of nowhere and is clearly supposed to be this annoying heel manager. So you're like, okay, so I guess we don't like Julia anymore because she's with her. But the fans, I think, still want to like Julia. But when Kiana James comes out, they're like, yeah, boo. So it's this like weird reaction where we kind of don't like Kiana James, but also don't really know why and don't care about her. And then Julia's there, and Kiana talks for her.
Yeah.
And we want to like Julia, but it's hard to with this whole
and her
thing
matches
going on.
are short.
Yeah. So I don't know what happened with the push of Julia, but adding Kiana James as her promo person, I don't think worked at all. I think it backfired and made the Julia act worse.
Yeah.
And now the byproduct of that is that she's lost the U.S. championship very quickly. Oh, well, I guess.
Yeah.
But I think they got to, like, they have something with Julia. They just got to figure out how to present her properly.
Yeah.
It's not with Kiana James.
Is there another kind of mouthpiece she could kind of align herself with? If it's a language issue?
Does she need one?
I mean, she has some trouble.
Has Io Sky ever figured out how to speak English?
No.
Does it matter? Asuka's been in the company how long? Have you heard her speak English? Incomprehensible.
Nobody's ready for Asuka.
No. But, like, we have Asuka, Kairi, and Io, who are over as hell, who've main evented big-time matches, big pay-per-views, and don't speak English and are Japanese. Why can't Julia just do that? Like, why does she have to have somebody speak for her? Why does she have to be different?
I don't know.
Is it because...
Well, she is...
Is it because...
Well, I mean, if we're getting uncensored, it's because she's more white passing.
Maybe.
And so they expect her to have a better grasp of English.
And you understand.
Because she's half Italian, because she's not as...
Because so Julia...
No,
I mean, I think there may be something to that, because you look at how the WWE presents Kairi, Asuka, and...
Mist and...
It's like, a lot of mist and the masks and the face paint.
Kabuki and...
Yeah, kabuki warriors. Like, it's very kind of old-timey presentation. Yes, it's very old-timey presentation of Japanese wrestlers, and they don't really deviate from that. And when they don't speak, like, even Shinsuke Nakamura is very similar. Like,
they turned them all
They haven't
evil.
Gone far from what was that guy? What was that guy who wrestled Bret Hart? The guy who wrestled Bret Hart. Hakushi.
Yeah.
Or even Lord Tensai, the white guy who wrestled in Japan, so he came back as like some weird samurai character that they like. Their presentation of a Japanese character is always very old-timey.
Yeah.
And
it's very World War II.
And but like you look at how Asuka, Kairi, and Io have all been able to pass with very little English, just kind of going off on their own, cutting their own promos, doing their own thing. And then Julia, she comes in. She is like, her mother was Japanese. I think her father was Italian, or vice versa. I'm not sure. So she doesn't look as traditionally Japanese as Asuka, and but she grew up in Japan.
Yeah.
She's Japanese. She speaks Japanese. I don't know if she speaks Italian.
I don't know either.
I don't think, but they had like an Italian restaurant in Japan, which like I would love to go to Julia's family's Italian restaurant in Japan.
Sounds pretty
Like
good.
that sounds fantastic. But so I wonder if that's why WWE goes, she's gotta talk because I don't know.
Your name's Julia.
Yeah, exactly. Because her name, when I saw her and I saw that her name was Julia, I was like, oh, she's like,
Hey,
maybe she's from Mexico, maybe she's Italian. I didn't know, and then I was like, I heard her speak, and I was like, oh wait, I realized she was Japanese. I was like, oh, okay, she's Japanese, and like. But in WWE, it's very much based on what is your first impression of this character when you see them, just their face and their name.
Yeah.
And when you see her face and her name, you go, not Japanese. You don't think, when you see Asuka and you see her face and her name, you go, I get it.
Yeah.
When you see Julia, you go, I think I get it. But then the fact that she's Japanese, it kind of messes with the traditional stereotypical idea. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So maybe that's why Kiana James is there. I don't know. I don't know why they forced the issue of like having somebody speak for her. It's not a bad idea. It's just like, I think it's one of the reasons why Bayley was paired up with EO, maybe, so that when EO was first coming up in WWE, so that
Bayley would be
EO and Dakota with, you know what I mean, Damage Control, they had that going, so maybe, but they never did it for Asuka.
No.
Asuka, and Asuka, I mean, she speaks English, but not really. I don't think she speaks as well as Shohei Ohtani. You hear him? This guy speaks like perfect English, man. What's he doing? Why doesn't he speak English? I heard him say some stuff. Thank you very much. I was like, what? He's like, thank you, guys. I was like, he spoke like perfect. It was like no accent. I was like, what's going on here?
Obama.
Yeah.
Let me be clear.
Yes, I'm telling you. You got to find Shohei Ohtani speaking English. But Asuka is not, and they never tried to give her an English manager ever.
No, I think it's just
Never,
Asuka.
not even an English tag team partner. Like when they gave her a tag team partner, it was like Kairi Sane, who also speaks no English ever, and they're fine with it.
Yeah, they just sold Asuka on like how she'll kick your ass,
and I'm fine with it too. I've always said like subtitle promos, don't care. But yeah, I wonder with Julia.
I don't know why they never tried to sell Julia as an Asuka, like, just going in there and hard hitting, kicking, because like her moves are like hard hitting, like she does headbutts and like it's like her signature, and but they just didn't really want to sell her like that. It's strange. And when they did do the Kiana James thing, I thought this was like, okay, well then now Julia's kind of going to be a sort of force, like, like I feel like in modern wrestling, the one they're trying to emulate the most is trying to have like a Vicky Guerrero. Like, that's what they want.
Yes.
She was successful at having, like, a stable of wrestlers, getting heat, getting them higher up on the card.
Yeah.
And I thought that's what they were going to try to do with Kiana James. I feel like one of the things that backfired is suddenly Kiana James is wrestling.
Yeah.
Like, she wasn't just doing the managing and helping win. She was, like, taking the fall in tag team matches or even being a singles wrestler and, like, losing. And
that
Julia's
hurt, too.
on the outside. I was just like, well, it's not about Julia.
Yeah, and that hurt too because the main appeal of Julia is how good of a wrestler she is. And when she's wrestling a tag team match and her tag team partner is Kiana James, who's just not very good.
No. I thought it was going to be Kiana James, grabs the ankle of someone there, and then they turn around and get headbutted by Julia, and then she, becomes the champ. I thought that's the trajectory they're going to, and then they fumbled it.
Yeah.
Like they do.
So Julia loses the U.S. title pretty quickly, and the WWE, if they can't figure out a way to market you, sometimes they just kind of give up on you. So
you become a jobber.
I don't know.
You're on main event.
Yeah. I don't think that's the path for Julia. I think they do figure it out. They just maybe reset.
Maybe move her to Raw and have her feud with Stephanie Vecquay, and they have like hard-hitting matches and just kind of becomes like that.
Stephanie Vecquer is another one who's like, she's there on Raw. She exists, but I don't know how over she's getting.
lost in the shot. I mean, there's a lot of people on Raw. Like a lot of the major women's wrestlers are on Raw.
Yeah.
You got Rhea and Io.
Well, Rhea's hurt right now.
Yeah.
But Becky was on Raw. She cut a hell of a promo. My God, what a
New
promo from
Mexico.
Becky. Oh yeah, she said some stuff about New Mexico that was pretty funny.
But yeah, it's a lot of
She
stars.
said the
You got
most
Nikki Bella there.
the most famous show that you guys that's about you guys is about how much crystal meth you guys do. It's like, whoa. Damn, Becky, that's pretty mean. But a hell of a promo. And then Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez got a
there you
win
go.
over Stephanie Vacquet and Nikki Bella.
Ah.
And Nikki took the fall, and then she felt bad. Cut a promo with Stephanie, was like, there's something going on with Nikki Bella. Because she was like, I feel like I keep losing, and I came back, and I thought I could keep up with you girls, but maybe I can't, and it's not working, and I lost the match for us, and I'm really sorry. And Stephanie's like, no, you're Nikki Bella. You got to believe in yourself. You're awesome. You paved the way for us, And she's like, okay, thank you. But I think it may lead to Nikki turning on Stephanie Vacquer and maybe even taking the belt from her. And then we have a little Nikki Bella run, which would be fun, I think. Like evil Nikki, because people like Nikki, but a lot of wrestling fans, I think, want to boo Nikki. And I think give them a reason to,
Yeah. Kind of like what they did with Trish Stratus a few years ago, like have her be sort of a heel.
Yeah, like mean, evil Nikki.
Yeah. And like I am a legend, and I'm gonna take what's mine, kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's nice. You need Brie at ringside to be like, come on, Nikki, let's go, Nikki. That was always a fun part for me for the Bella's Heat gathering.
Yeah.
Was Brie always constantly shouting, let's go, Nikki. But yeah.
Well, it would be nice to see Nikki, but I think something's brewing there with her and Stephanie Vacquer. I think Nikki's going to turn on her. And I was just reading a report. Apparently, Fightful is reporting that Bianca Belair still dealing with like a broken finger in the knuckle.
From Mania, eh?
From WrestleMania.
It was like all bent up.
And like there's no set return date.
Oh, like
she's
it's really hurt.
She's still hurt.
That's
it's a long time.
I mean, yeah, her loss has been felt. Like I think SmackDown really could have used her these last few months.
The whole company could use Bianca, like Raw or SmackDown. It doesn't really matter. Bianca is an incredible talent. She's one of the top stars in the company. Losing Bianca for this number of months, like it hurts.
Man, I wonder, how bad can it be that like they haven't been able to medically repair it, or it just hasn't healed, or
I guess it just hasn't healed.
Actually, maybe it's losing flexibility.
Yeah, something,
you need your fingers.
Which really sucks for Bianca Belair.
Yeah.
Because not only does she need her fingers for wrestling, but
conditioning.
Not just that, she hand makes all her gear.
That's true.
She makes her own gear. So right now, she can't like this is maybe the worst kind of injury for somebody like Bianca to have. Because, like, I'm sure, I feel for Bianca Belair. Because if she had, like, a ankle injury or knee injury that's keeping out for some time, she could still make gear.
Yeah.
But it must be, if she's got, like, a broken finger and her knuckle, like, she's not able to, I don't know if she'd be able to make gear because you need your hands. That's work with your hands. Yeah. So you, like, she would maybe take this time to make a lot of stuff for her return, but she couldn't even do that because so maybe she's found a way to work around it. She can still make some stuff, but like one of the most amazing things about Bianca Belair, she made her and Montez's gear. And if you see Bianca's gear, like it's really elaborate and really nice. She's an unbelievably talented human being. She's jacked. Also, Bianca Belair, you look at her and you're like, wow, she is like a superhero.
Yeah, she's another one.
And
we're kind of hoping like this Jade run leads to Bianca coming back and leading to like a big clash at Mania.
Yeah. So, hopefully Bianca does come back. Maybe the Rumble.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
But
yeah, she's like super talented. She's an unbelievable athlete. She makes all her gear. She's a great wrestler. She's a great promo. She's a great WWE superstar. She's a future Hall of Famer at this point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She is. So, yeah, I hope she comes back soon. Sucks that she's hurt. Sucks that Rhea Ripley's hurt. Rhea Ripley suffered like a broken nose, didn't she?
Yeah, again, like another kind of
in a match.
Freak incident. Liv Morgan come back?
At some point. But yeah, like they're missing a lot of talent. Liv Morgan, Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair. That's 3 of their top stars. Naomi, went off with pregnancy.
On a big run. Yeah.
It's kind of amazing, and it just shows you why the WWE Women's Division is the best division in all of pro wrestling. It's how deep they are.
Yeah.
Because they're missing so many of their top stars, yet you almost don't even notice.
Yeah, like there's still some solid work being put out there.
We just talked about how great Jade is. Becky cut a great promo. Charlotte Flair is tag team champion. Bailey's doing her thing. Io, Asuka, Kyrie.
I like Lyra Valkyria.
Lyra Valkyria is good. Nia Jax exists. I like Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez. I think they're very good. They have a nice thing going. I like Nikki Bella. Stephanie Vaquer. They're all very good. Giulia, it's a very talented roster. Chelsea Green.
Yeah, Chelsea Green was amazing.
You know what I mean? It's crazy how much talent they have and how well they're doing, considering how much talent is gone right now. Rhea Ripley and Bianca Belair are both hurt, and the division is flourishing.
Yeah, if Cody Rhodes and
Cody and Roman were gone for a time after WrestleMania, and it was weak.
It was weak.
It was weak. The women's division is so much better than the men's division. Not even close.
Yeah.
It's not even close. That's nuts, eh?
And you got Mariah May eventually coming up, Well,
we'll see. Speaking of Mariah May, she made her name in AEW. Her name in WWE is
Blake Monroe.
There you go. AEW has a pay-per-view coming up in 2 weeks. They've got Full Gear. It's another one.
Jesus.
They keep doing
another 8-hour show.
Their last show, Wrestle Dream, was feels like not that long ago. October 18th.
Oh, yeah.
Full Gear's November 22nd. They're doing one every month now.
Fucking hell.
It's too many. It's too many shows because they're all too long. It's
big
take it easy.
This is still a thing?
Yeah. Hangman is going to wrestle Samoa Joe again for the AEW World Title.
God damn it.
Yeah. Hangman and Joe again. Chris Statlander, Mercedes Moné for the AEW Women's World Title. That's interesting. Because, Mercedes couldn't beat Toni Storm when she challenged her for the belt, but now it's Chris Statlander. Maybe.
Well, I can see Statlander winning.
Yeah.
She just won, and
but Mercedes, she gathers all the belts.
Well, it's contractually obligated. Apparently.
What?
Apparently, Mercedes, if you book her on the show,
she has to win a belt in your company.
Yeah, kind of if you're gonna have her in a match for a belt, she must win, and she'll provide another appearance, but you gotta put her over your champ. It's part of it.
I mean, if I had an indie promotion and Sasha Banks wanted to win the title, I'd be sure. You're gonna wrestle for me.
Yeah. Come to Winnipeg.
I wonder how much it costs.
Yeah, probably plus
to book Mercedes Moné for an indie show.
Yeah, because you gotta make that money back somehow in tickets, and
you
can't sell too much.
I wonder what her booking fee is. I've heard it's a lot.
Yeah.
Bandito and Brody King are going to defend the AEW World Tag Team titles against FTR. Kenny Omega and the Jurassic Express will wrestle the Young Bucks and Josh Alexander for a $1 million trios match. Last pay-per-view was Young Bucks versus Jurassic Express for a $50,000 match or $100,000 match. So now they're adding Kenny and Josh Alexander and making it a $1 million match.
These things are never real.
Well, no, the money's not real, but it's just the match itself. The match was really good at the last pay-per-view.
Yeah.
I thought it was the best match on the show, the tag match. But now it's just they're watering it down. Kenny's great and Josh Alexander is.
There'll be a lot of the same stuff over again.
Yeah, it's all right, guys. Like, I feel like this show, this pay-per-view, is a lot of kind of rehashing of the last show, which is not good. Like, Hangman and Joe literally wrestled each other for the belt at the last show.
Yeah.
And they're doing it again.
No reason.
And, like, the Bucks wrestled Jurassic Express the last show. Now it's a trios match, but still. Bobby Lashley versus Shelton Benjamin versus Ricochet versus some other people in a casino gauntlet match for a new belt at AEW.
Yeah, there's a new belt. I read that. That blew my mind. That there's a new... Jesus.
A new
Tony.
belt.
Like, are they getting rid of 3 belts in exchange for this one?
Well, they unified some belts with Okada, who's now the AEW Unified Champion, which makes the AEW World Champion seem dumb.
So many superfluous belts.
And now they're doing the AEW National Championship.
The international and the national.
Well, the international is gone, right? Because they merged the Continental with the International, and they didn't call it the Intercontinental. They called it the AEW Unified Championship.
Is that the Mid-Atlantic? I thought isn't this what the Mid-Atlantic title was?
No. That wasn't Mid-Atlantic. That was wasn't the International Championship at first was the something championship.
Oh, was that a merger of the Mid-Atlantic and something else? And like
Mid-Atlantic was never a championship they had.
Wasn't there some kind of
Atlantic
that was a
territory.
I thought there was some kind of Atlantic belt.
Yeah, it was
like Pac had for a while.
It was some sort of Atlantic.
It wasn't Mid-Atlantic. They like it.
It was like the. Oh yeah.
It was like it had the Canadian flag on there.
Yeah, it was weird.
I was like, there are too many fucking belts.
Was
God
it
damn
Atlantic?
it, Tony. Get off the coke.
AEW International Championship. It was called International at first. All Atlantic.
All Atlantic. Yeah.
Pac won the All Atlantic Championship, lost it to Orange Cassidy. And then Moxley beat Orange Cassidy, and it became the International Championship.
Okay.
Or maybe during Cassidy's reign, it became the International Championship.
Jesus.
It was first called the All-Atlantic Championship when it debuted in 2022. Then it was the International Championship. Then it got unified with the Continental Championship, so now it's the Unified Championship.
Okay. It's the All-Atlantic and the International.
All-Atlantic. Yeah.
So now
and
the
now,
national champion, which is like that again, just the All Atlantic again.
Start over.
Yeah, let's try it
and
again.
call it the AEW National Championship.
Jesus
now, does
Christ.
that mean you have to be a member of the nation of America? Like you have to be from
the Western Hemisphere.
Do you have to be from the United States?
Yeah.
Like do you have to be? Is this like a U.S. championship? Is this? Do you have to be American? National champion. Usually national champion when you say that, like in like say collegiate sports, when you're the national champion, you're like the champion of the nation, which is America.
Yeah, from American colleges and stuff.
So an AEW national champion to me is like an AEW United States championship where it's for Americans, but I don't think that's what they're doing.
No, it feels weird.
So I don't know what the hell this is, but there's an AEW National Championship that'll be on the line at Full Gear in a casino gauntlet match. So one of these really stupid matches
the pinfall
where
happens out of nowhere.
2 guys start, and then after some minutes, another guy comes in, and if there's a pin at any point, even if it's 2 guys wrestling and somebody pins the other guy, all the other guys that were supposed to come in the match, well, we don't know who they are. We never find out. Like, that's another thing about these stupid-ass matches. It seems like they have an unlimited amount of
people waiting in line. Just like,
yeah, there's like 300 guys just waiting in line.
Yeah, Billy Gunn's just hanging out.
200 of them have masks on, by the way. 200 of them are luchadores. And they're just all waiting there for their turn in the match. And AEW never announces who's in this match. I don't even think they announce how many people are in this match either.
No.
Like the numbers, it's just, okay, after a couple minutes, here's another guy, and then another guy, and then at a certain point, somebody gets pinned, and then the other guys in the match are like, huh?
Yeah. Oh.
And then it's like, and then the fans are like, oh, they don't pop because there's so much going on.
Just hear the bell ring, and they're like, wait, what?
And then even the fans are like, huh? And only the people that are at home watching because the camera's focused on the winner are like, oh, okay, that guy won.
Yeah.
So dumb. Terrible.
The announcer's like, your winner.
It's a terrible match concept. It makes AEW look dumb.
Yeah.
They think it's brilliant. They keep doing it. They're dumb.
Yeah, it's really
and they're going to crown a new champion in this stupid-ass match.
So it won't make any difference.
It's a battle royal, one fall to a finish that can finish at any time, even before all the participants are in the match. Like, you kind of want a later spot in the match so you can find somebody who's beat up already.
Yeah, their body's in the red.
Like, you could be fresher, and somebody's maybe taken a couple finishers from some guys and is, like, a little out of it. So maybe you beat him up real quick and you pin him. Like, maybe there's an advantage to that. But if that's, what you're trying to get in the match, because who knows how... That's another thing. Like, no one ever explains to you how the order of participants is determined.
Like, is every 2 minutes? Is it?
Well, we don't know the intervals, but we also don't know who decides who gets to go first and who gets to go. Like, no one knows. Is it like a random lottery? No one ever knows.
No.
Do you draw cards? Is it 21 guys?
Yeah, it's a casino,
don't know.
But what does a casino have to do with?
I have no idea. And then... but if you're later in the match trying to take advantage of some already beat-up guys, you run the risk of not ever entering the match because it ends before your turn. It's just such a dumb concept, and if you really think about it logically, it just sounds stupider and stupider. Yet, now they have a new belt, which is another dumb idea, and they're crowning a new champion in the stupid match.
It's absolutely the last thing they should be doing.
Yes.
All of this. The title match, introducing a new belt, the exact opposite of what they should be doing for this company.
As a great man once said, it's a big bowl of wrong.
Yeah. A big bowl of wrong.
Big bowl of wrong. Kyle Fletcher is going to defend his TNT title in a no disqualification match against Mark Briscoe. If Briscoe loses, he will be forced to join the Don Callis family.
Is this the main event?
Maybe. I think Hangman and Joe have to be the main event. But Kyle Fletcher, again, wrestled Mark Briscoe a month ago at Wrestle Dream.
And all these matches are going to be 20 minutes long.
So many of these, 3 out of the 7 matches that they've announced for this show happened on the last pay-per-view a month ago.
Outrageous.
What are we doing? Joe and Hangman again is we didn't really care to see it the first time. We didn't believe Joe would win the belt. Also, if Joe wins the belt, what the hell?
Yeah, the last time he won it was outrageous.
I mean, it was okay, but we don't need to see it again.
No. Hell no.
I don't need to see him be the one to beat Hangman.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be him. So
Hangman feels like he just got the belt.
Yeah. So the last match was kind of huh? Why? And now with the fact that we're doing it again, it's okay.
Nobody else.
The first time when they wrestled, it was Joe's a babyface and he has respect with Hangman and he's all good. But then he loses, so after the match he attacks Hangman and now he's a heel and now they hate each other.
Oh, for Christ's
so it's
sakes.
a different
He's unhinged.
dynamic, but
come on.
It's the same match, it's the same prospect of Joe being champion, and it's just not that interesting.
Yeah, he's clearly a 79 overall. You
so
know, it's just,
AEW Full Gear used to be one of their big shows of the year.
Yeah, they've been
but
shows
is
of the year sometimes.
Gearing up to suck.
Yeah. Just a bunch of nothing.
I'm not impressed by your performance.
I'm really not.
No. They should add GSP to this card.
They can't afford it.
Can he be in the Casino Gauntlet Battle Royal?
Hey,
Oh, George St. Pierre's here.
that'd be sick.
He just knocked out.
And they tell him
Kip Sabian. Kip Sabian is dead.
yeah, he shoots on everybody.
Yeah.
He's not smartened up to the business.
Yeah.
He thinks it's real.
It'd be fantastic.
He found out that that TKO, they own the UFC and the WWE.
Oh, like he just learned?
No. But he knows that TKO owns the WWE and UFC, right? And he just found out that UFC for many years apparently has had some fixed fights. And he has heard that allegedly, I mean, there's investigations with the FBI, and he heard that WWE is also fixed fights. So he figures, well, I was in fixed fights in the UFC and I beat the shit out of people, so I'm going to go in WWE and beat the shit out of people too. Same thing, right? A fixed fight is me beating the shit out of people, I guess? I don't know. Fucking crazy, that shit in the UFC.
Yeah.
But, yeah, no George St. Pierre. It's just going to be a stupid Casino Gauntlet. I mean, if Bobby Lashley decided to shoot on some people, that'd be dangerous. If Bobby and Shelton decided to shoot on the whole Casino Gauntlet, they would win.
That's right. Shelton Benjamin, University of Minnesota Golden Gophers.
If Bobby and Shelton decided to fight each other, that would be interesting.
Like a real shoot?
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, I don't know how that would work. I don't know who would
Specialty
win.
match. Brawl for all.
I would lean towards Bobby in like a fight because Bobby has MMA experience, but Shelton apparently is a very, very good wrestler.
Yeah, I mean,
So, I don't know.
He was in Team Angle.
Mm-hmm. Bobby Lashley. All right, thanks everybody for tuning in here tonight. I'll be back next week. We got a big week coming on the Ringside Report Network. We're going to preview UFC 322 next Thursday. And then next Saturday, we'll be doing the watch-along for UFC 322. It is Islam Makhachev going up to 170 pounds to challenge the welterweight champion of the world, Jack Della Maddalena. It is also Zhang Wei Li going up from 115. She's the champion there at strawweight to fight the flyweight champion, Valentina Shevchenko. So two great long-reigning world champions challenging themselves, challenging the champion up a weight class in the double main event of UFC 322 at Madison Square Garden next Saturday night. It doesn't get much bigger than that. Like,
Big fight.
massive fights going down next week at UFC 322. A huge weekend for Madison Square Garden. Saturday night, it's the TKO TakeOver.
Yeah.
Saturday night, it's UFC 322 at MSG. Sunday night, I don't know, maybe a Ranger game. Monday night, Raw at Madison Square Garden. So
John Cena's final appearance.
Two out of the
New
3
York
nights.
City.
Yeah, but 2 out of the 3 nights, TKO has Madison Square Garden booked. They do that a lot.
Yeah.
They do that a lot.
Full brand takeover.
Very cool. And, hey, they're doing a full WWE takeover. I love that they announced it last week. WWE coming to Montreal.
Yeah.
SmackDown Friday, Saturday night's main event on Saturday. I love that they announced it last week, and then they're like, tickets on sale Friday. And it's like, whoa, tickets on sale right away. The show's in 2 months. They just, like, they throw it out there. It was a shock announcement. We had no idea it was coming. And then we get tickets right away, and it's like, oh, here we go. It's like out of nowhere. We're going to Saturday night's main event.
Think we're getting Jesse Ventura?
I hope so.
Has he been at all? Not all of them.
Is he allowed in Canada?
Why not?
I don't know.
I don't think he's been convicted of anything.
No, I'm just joking. I don't know.
He lives in Mexico.
Yeah, well, that's it. He's a controversial figure. Who knows? Canadian border is tough, from what I understand, if you're not Canadian.
Yeah. But Jesse, we love Jesse.
Yeah. Bring Jesse into Canada. He's
Coming
the
to
man.
Minnesota.
Yeah. Thank you, Angelo Contagonis. Thank you to everybody checking in. Matthew Henley, Angelo, Ryan, Jason, Leor, Lorne. Everybody checking us out over on YouTube, Kick, Twitch, Twitter, Rumble, all the places, all the things you watch the show. We'll be back next Friday. I think Johnny will be back next Friday with me right here on the Ringside Report Network.
Thanks for sticking with us to the end. We would really appreciate it if you could help us spread the word.
You know the drill.
hit that subscribe button, flip those notification switches.
We are an audience-supported network, so consider becoming a recurring supporter at membership.ringsidereport.net. Check out our website at ringsidereport.net. Hope to